In the goals you've scored in your career, Kev?
Up there.
Scored one. By the way, you scored one at Portman Road, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. You're looking at the game, innit? You're looking at the occasion. You're looking at the players you're playing against, and for that reason alone, it's got to be my top goal. I mean,
it's brilliant.
These are not average players. No. And you're just using the defender, innit? You're just hoping that you get enough connection. You're just looking to get around him. Keeper takes a step to his right, which helps me. I don't think he gets it anyway, to be fair.
So what is that adrenaline like, scoring a goal like that against Liverpool, a hat-trick goal that turns out to be the winning goal?
You know what? It's quite funny because obviously my celebration was obviously I was playing for Jamaica. That's the Jamaican dance, and I actually lost my head when I scored the goal, but I still had the composure to do the dance, and I don't know where I found that composure from because I was all over the place. Obviously scoring the third goal, but I just found a little bit of composure to regroup and do that celebration. But yeah, the whole place, the place went crazy. Obviously beating Liverpool and scoring the third goal. And at that point in the season, I weren't doing too well. When everyone wanted Di Canio to play, as Matty said earlier, it was a toss between me and Di Canio. So you sort of have to justify your position, and I think scoring a hat trick probably did that.
It was nice when it took that little touch to curve, take you off towards the end. That standing ovation as well. So when you scored a hat trick. And then his assistants as well, Keith Peacock, Mervyn Day, both great guys. You saw them both there actually on the touchline.
Yeah. What I liked about this day more than anything, I done a few interviews, and then I went into the change room, and Matty will tell you, and everyone was clapping when I got in. They didn't have to do that, but I think it showed a real togetherness and a real. You look, everyone here is so happy for me, and we had such a togetherness in that team that we were so happy for each other.
Did you get the match ball?
Sorry, say that again?
Did you get the match ball? Have you got the match ball?
Yeah, I've got it, mate. It's in the loft. And I got the boots as well.
Fantastic.
Got the boots.
Brilliant.
But look, you look at the team.
Brilliant. That's the day that Charlton fans will never ever forget. Certainly a day Kevin Lisby will never ever forget as well. And you went on to finish 7th, Charlton's highest finish since the 1950s. Kevin, Matt, thank you very much indeed for those memories. Charlton beating Liverpool in 2003.
This is a celebration of prowess. A final chance to qualify for this summer's greatest event. Over 2,500 athletes from around the globe chase one dream: to become Olympians. The World Aquatics Championship Doha 2024, live on Astro Supersport and Astro Go.
Hello and welcome to more highlights from the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup Series 2023-24. And we are at the Partner Fair Leipzig in Germany for the 11th leg of the Western European League. It is the number 1 in the world and title defender, Sweden's Henrik von Eckermann, who leads the league with 75 points. World number 2, England's Ben Maher, is close behind in second place with 72 points and 2 wins in 5 starts this season, with his victory at the London International Horse Show a week before Christmas earning him the honour of an enthusiastic home crowd. In third place is Austria's Max Kühner, who finished third on the podium of the World Cup qualifier in Basel last week. French star Kevin Stowe remains in fourth place after winning in Stuttgart, and England's Harry Charles wraps up the top five on 55 points. Germany's Christian Aumann is back in the game to win a ticket to Riyadh at his favourite indoor show. The winner of the 2011 World Cup final and seven-time winner of Leipzig's Grand Prix is in good shape. 3 weeks ago, Christian Aumann on Mandato van der Neerheide achieved the hat-trick in the World Cup qualifier in Mechelen.
Yeah, Mechelen is also a special place for me, so it's the home of Judy's sport. Let's say we have an important day with the stallions there in Mechelen, so it's a little bit also a special place, and atmosphere is fantastic there, and it was a big Grand Prix. It was only a few clears, I think 5, 6 very, very fast riders. I was more or less in the beginning, and some really fast riders were behind me, so I had a really good jump off. I was happy with everything, but I didn't expect to really win it. But actually it was our day. Everything worked like you could wish for, and it was our day at the end. I think there are some places who gives you extra push, and sometimes it works out.
Leipzig is without doubt another special place for the 49-year-old. His goal now is to score more points in front of his home crowd. Currently, he lies 17th in the World Cup ranking. Mandato could be the right horse to take him up the rankings.
He's a big horse. He's a big horse with unbelievable scope. I have him since he's 6 years old. We build him up very carefully, but because he's a huge horse and not really stable in his body, so it took a long time. You could ride him like I wish for, and especially this season, especially the second half of the season was very, very good. So we had many good results and consistent rounds. Not a bad one in between, so he got very concentrated, nice to ride, strong in the body, and actually was the best season we had so far, and he feels really good, and it's good for the future.
However, his compatriot Daniel Deusser will not simply hand over the points to Aumann, as the former world #1 is also motivated to travel to Riyadh. The German is currently in 32nd place with 15 points and needs to catch up to make sure he can compete in the final.
I started with a few World Cup points very early in Oslo and Helsinki. To be honest, my best horses were a little bit injured at the end of last year, so I struggled a little bit during the World Cup season. Also towards the final, in case I get a few more points, I really rely on Killer Queen getting ready for the final.
To participate in the World Cup finals is one of the biggest goals of the world's leading equestrian athletes. Established in 1978, the World Cup is the oldest individual equestrian competition and is the pinnacle of the indoor season. There are 14 qualifiers taking place across the Western European League, where the athletes are bidding to reach the final in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in April 2024. 40 starters from 15 nations came to the prestigious World Cup qualifier in Leipzig. Among them was Dane Andreas Schue, who is still feeling the pressure. Schue has brought his new top horse, Napoli van Nederrandsenthoff, with him, with whom he achieved a 5th place in Basel last week.
No, it's indeed fantastic. You know, when you once have success on these shows, you for sure want more of that. So it's always a balance. But last week in Basel was a fantastic show, one of the best ones for sure. So now I'll do Leipzig and Amsterdam, and then that will be it for this year. I got Napoli just before Christmas. London was my first show with him. He's a big, scopy, incredible, clever horse. And last week Basel was my second show with him, and he straight away jumped a clear round in the World Cup. So for sure, really proud of him. This weekend we will do again the World Cup. He had an easy round yesterday, but I hope he will come out with the same power. He feels fresh and was very good yesterday.
All 40 riders will take on the first round course set by German designer Frank Rothenberger. Let's join our commentators Phil Gazala and Alice Watson as they look at the track in detail.
And the scene is very much set in this beautiful arena. Course designer Frank Rothenberger and from Germany, and I'm delighted to be joined by Alice Watson once again. Alice, thank you so much for joining us here. And Frank Rothenberger, he's built a big track, Alice, but you're going to take us through it. And time allowed there has now been confirmed at 70 seconds. Let's have a look at the course for the first of the 2 rounds.
Thank you, Phil. So we start along the side of the arena with the Longines Oxer. Maximum height vertical into the corner at number 2. Loop back round to another maximum height vertical at number 3. Related distance, 3 stride related distance from 4 to 5. Then they come round to the combination. Wide Oxer coming in, 2 strides, an Oxer in the middle, and a short stride to another maximum height vertical coming out, and a 4 stride distance into the corner at number 7. Then they come round the double of Liverpool's, vertical Oxer, 1 stride at number 8. Round to a 170 wide Oxer at number 9. Vertical in the corner at number 10. And then they sweep down to the penultimate line. Maximum height vertical, 5 strides to another wide Oxer at number 12. And back round to the final fence, a 160 Oxer to finish. Time allowed of 70 seconds. 13 obstacles and 16 jumping efforts.
Well, a slightly larger clap for David Will for Germany, world number 35, riding Zaccarado Blue. Zaccarado Blue, who middle of last month finished in the top 10 in a big Grand Prix in Riyadh a couple of years ago. David Will with Sevilla 2 was 6th in the final in this arena.
This lovely 11-year-old gelding by Zarocco Blue out of an Accarado mare.
Oh!
Seen that go a couple of times. Just have to turn as they land. They're going straight into the... Oh.
Well, there's 11 competitors representing the hosts in Leipzig for Germany. That was so close to being their first clear, but not to be. So, David Will and Zaccarado Blue. 4 faults. Now to Switzerland. Barbara Schleiper. Riding the 11-year-old mare, Canis.
Leave that first fence some height.
Finished 12th in the Akiruna qualifier. Pick up your knitting.
Oh, that wasn't ideal. Just lost her reins on the corner there and did really well to pick them up in time, but I think that may have been the cause of that fence. Just had to come round the round the corner on what she had with no reins, and didn't quite get probably far out enough as she wanted to the combination.
And that one fence down.
At part 8, Daniel really had to work hard.
That was very, very clever. It'd be good to see that again.
Again, just...
What scope? Still clear for Germany, Daniel Deusser.
Time's good.
And that is the first clear. Wow, did the former world #1 have to work hard on that round, but what a perfect round it was. Daniel Deusser, the first clear. He's 8 to go of the 40 competitors through to the second round.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud, of course, with my new horse, Spencer. The horse has unbelievable abilities. He's very careful and very scopy. A little bit on his own way sometimes, so I have to get to know him a little bit, but he did a fantastic job today.